niggas first, family over money. Kingpin dreams, trap house jumping. Got my paper right, they can't tell me nothing. Grand all winter, fucking up the summer. Do it big time, might go get a Hummer. Even though you lying, tell me that you love me.
Shit. What up, though? Welcome to another episode of Free Game. You know, I got my boy Big Money Said here in the house. You feel me? What up, dog?
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate you inviting me, man.
Man, hey, shit, you doing it. Black history, living Black history for real. But let's just get back into what we was talking about earlier with the Netflix thing. You said it's some things that had to get postponed.
Yeah, man. So I wanted to discuss this because some people just see the bread, they see the what it looks like online, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't really see like the journey behind it. So essentially, we have some things set up, with Netflix. We still have it set up right now. But as far as like, the production, getting people together, all that kind of stuff, I thought it was just going to be like, okay, boom, I'll make a post, I hit up a couple of my people, we straight, we going to shoot, we out. Nah. Like when it comes to production, bro, like you got to make sure not only contracts and legalities are in place, you got to make sure that you have insurances and licenses and permits and all this other stuff. So, essentially, I'm just learning. It's still going to happen. I'm super excited about it still to this day. But yeah, man, I was moving just a little bit too fast.
So what's the Netflix series going to be about?
Yeah, so a lot of people think it's just about Airbnb automation, but we just had to put like that title on something to get people's attention. You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
So with that being said, to dive into this, like I don't even know, like bro, like if I go on a tangent, you know what I'm saying, just stop me. But
nigga, go on a tangent. What you talk about? That's why you come on.
But on some real stuff, man. Like this is about empowering individuals. This is about love. This is about, letting people know that there's other ways to create income without going to work a 9 to 5. And I know that sounds like super simple, and there's a lot of guys out here doing it, but ain't nobody doing it like us.
Amen.
Ain't nobody, they don't have the same system that we have. So essentially what it is, man, is we're creating a film, right, based around building up companies or entities, then selling those entities, and then also as well taking a portion of the money you make from that particular entity that you sold, and creating even more passive income and trust funds and all these other things, and buying out different companies. Like, bro, like I can literally show you like and break down how to take anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 and make millions of dollars. And it's data, it's analytics, it's strategic, it makes sense, right? So for example, you could take $2,000 to $5,000, get with someone like myself or another credit expert out there, get yourself some trade lines, get yourself some primaries and stuff like that. Make sure that cash flow is there, at least $10,000 to $20,000 a month. You gotta start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? This is for the real hustlers. You know what I'm saying? Like this game I'm giving out, everybody can't jump out and do. So essentially you do that. Then from there, you get plugged in with someone, like I said, like myself, that has relationships with underwriters, banks. Like I know people that work at Chase.
Not to cut you off, what is an underwriter?
Okay, bet. So an underwriter is the middleman between you and the bank or loan approval, right? That's that's the simplest I could keep it, right? Okay. So the individuals that literally get your application, they look at it, and they're the people that put it together for the approval, right? So with that being said, we get somebody's credit up, 720, 760, and people think it takes a long time. I'm talking about 10 days, 14 days.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
No cap.
Yeah, bro. Look, like, I don't know if I got it in my phone right now. Oh, it's on my other phone, but bro, we took it.
Would you grab it real quick? I'll grab it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and grab it for me real quick. Yo, so essentially, man, like we took this dude's credit, bro, from 490 to 760. 760. Hold on. 490. I'm gonna pull it up right now.
A 490 to a 760.
Look. Hold on. Conversation about funding. Yeah, his name is Dami or Dami or Dami. I can't remember exactly how to pronounce it. But look, so at first You know, he went to his account. He's like, oh, it's just at 492 now. Then he refreshed it.
Hey, did someone just knock? Yo. Oh, come on.
What's good? What's good?
Come on.
So yeah, so you know his credit was at a 492, and as you can see right there, he's like, oh, my
Hey,
bad.
Hey, can you show the camera this shit, bro? I mean, like, well, I don't know if you can.
Yeah, I don't know if we can zoom in, but
we'll figure it out.
But yeah, so essentially say, sorry, I'm reading it wrong. It's a 760.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. How long it take you to get dog up like that? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, it was about less than a month, about 30 days, less than a month. So yeah, man.
So you took dog from a force to a set. That's crazy. In 30 days, what like?
Yeah.
How, nigga? How?
Yeah. So you know
where you want to.
You know when you're going into you know someone's credit profile, you know a lot of people use these cookie cutter, you know solutions, you know things that are that are being.
Was you saying, bro?
No, you're good. I was putting your mic up so you can talk. There was no volume. I didn't know if there was any.
Okay.
Oh, you're good.
All right, bet. Good. I know we could chop this up. What's going on, Laura? How you doing?
I gotta make sure I look good with this headphones on with this curly hair. I gotta check myself real quick. But what's up?
What's going down? Let's get into some of that sauce. Laura knows too. Actually, you know, I helped her, you know, with her credit and stuff, and you know, put a trade line onto her credit, so she saw her score jump up. You know, so I mean, it's real stuff. You know what I'm saying? And this is people that you know that we know. You feel me?
Man, that's crazy as fuck, bro. So yeah. All right, so I kind of cut you off though, asking about the
Oh yeah, like how's it work and all. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, but I know we could chop this up. So yeah, all right, we good. All right, so essentially, you know, a lot of people use these cookie cutter solutions to credit, and it's like, yo, like the government, banks, they got the same access to the web that you do. So with that being said, they already know the little tricks and scams and finesse. They know all that stuff. So that's why a lot of people are like, oh man, you know, I paid this credit person, it didn't work. Now, not to say that everything is gonna work all the time, you know, a little disclaimer, you know, but at the end of the day, man, like there's loopholes, right? So for example, a lot of people, they'll just say, okay, cool, I'll put some trade lines on my credit, my score will jump up 100 points, 120 points, and then they go to get a loan and wonder how they didn't get approved, right? One thing that, you know, people don't calculate or analyze is their debt to income ratio. You know, they don't calculate, you know, how much in debt that they are. So you just put you know, a couple $2,000, $3,000, you know, trade lines on your credit. So that $6,000 total that you added to your credit profile, well, motherfucker, you owe over $40,000 between cars, student loans, all. You know what I'm saying? Right. So yes, you're gonna get that score bump, but you're not gonna get approved for anything. And a lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, essentially once that gets on there, you know, I give that person's information to our underwriting team. You know, they essentially, you know, talk to the individuals over at Chase, American Express, private, you know, we have some private lenders as well. And it's a guaranteed approval.
That's crazy. So what you taking this credit, like getting people approved and then helping them jumpstart their Airbnb business with it?
Yes.
You a bad motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
I ain't know that was the process.
Yeah. So essentially, you know, I'll be rich forever. I'll be wealthy forever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving out the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not holding anything back. So, you know, that's one thing that entrepreneurs, you know, don't really realize as well. Is like, yo, if you can control, right, the capital that your audience has, well, then you can sell them anything. Yeah. So if I can control what you're getting approved for and make sure it's a package that fits the high ticket offer that I'm selling, I'm never going to run out of paying clients.
I mean, and you helping people too, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, like you helping people fix their credit in a big way, like very affordably, and then giving them an option to put their money in to, you know, do something with for real. Yeah,
man. Because, you know, early in my journey, you know, I was getting mentored by somebody. I don't even want to mention his name because it just went left. But essentially, you know, he was doing things on such a small scale, which is what a lot of people are doing. You know, oh, I charge $200, $300, $400, you know, or whatever. But, you know, that's because they didn't take it to the next level. I took it, 10, 15, 20 steps, you know, past what the average person is really doing, you know. And that's why we're able to excel without even having like a super crazy marketing team and a bunch of ads and all that stuff. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I made $1 million off of credit.
Credit repair?
Yeah, 0 ad campaigns. No Facebook, no, none of that.
So how are you getting your leads for your credit? Just word of mouth?
Yeah, I was getting people results. You know, I was getting people results. I do have referral programs and stuff like that. So I'm creating a way for people to not only generate income right now, but also you can reinvest that income that you're making with me and get your credit right. And now you're creating passive income. So when you come to me, essentially, your life changes forever. Real talk, you know?
They can sound like the Godfather.
Yeah, man. It's, you know, all praise to the Most High, man.
Amen.
He definitely directs my mind. He directs my path and stuff. So, but yeah, man, that's what we figured out. You know, me and my business partner right now. You know, we killing the game. You know, I just got back from Houston. Just secured over 43 Airbnb units. So
in Houston?
Yeah, in Houston.
While you was down in Houston last time, you secured 43.
Yeah, 43. 43 Airbnb units all in Houston.
And what time frame did it take you to secure it?
2 weeks.
How, nigga?
Okay, so I learned the skill set of not only sales, but, you know, I learned how to be a service first, right? So essentially, you know, one of my business partners as well, we'll probably do a podcast with him sometime, but his name is Jared. And essentially, you know, he just got his mortgage license. He has this, you know, this list of, people to hit up or whatever, you know, that own, I'm talking about crazy buildings, bro. Like 30, 40, $50 million buildings, stuff like that. And then essentially, you know, I started calling through that list, you know, and it sounds so simple. I went back to the basics of entrepreneurship when you got to bust open that phone and make them calls to people that you don't know. So I was being very direct. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm one of the CEOs of Rendezvous Automation. We need, you know, 50 doors. Can you help us? Yes or no? So I'm doing that, and people are like, well, shit, thank you for not wasting my time. Like, that's what the reaction I was getting. They were like thinking I was going to go into the sales pitch or anything. I said, no, I need 50 units. I got the check ready. What you trying to do?
Hey.
Wait, hold on. Let me get a pen. Wait, hold on. What's your name? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who you represent? Okay. Yeah. Just give us a moment. I'll get my system with you. And then boom. You know, I had a couple conversations with people. I still have more units I can, you know, accumulate now. You know, so that's essentially how I did it, man. Like, no super crazy sauce. It's just having that confidence, being very direct, you know, not beating around the bush. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just being a straight shooter and knew what I was talking about when I was talking it. And then from there, you know, they trusted me. Boom, flew out, made sure that, you know, everything was confirmed before. You know, I didn't just go out there on faith. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cap like that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was very structured, very organized. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, they saw me in person. I ended up getting along with the corporate team as well. So they just like, yeah, you could, whatever. You know, we'll set you up something right now. You know what I'm saying? So then from there, like I said, within 2 weeks, you know, we secured almost 50 Airbnbs. And before the year is up, we're gonna secure 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Man, you going at it, bro. What's the deal?
Yeah, that's crazy. But so you secure the Airbnbs for your clients, your potential clients that you're gonna get. Yeah. So we secure. So now we're gonna end up securing all these units in advance, which is huge because as soon as you sign up, you already got a unit.
That's crazy.
As soon as you sign up,
right.
You already got a unit. And no one's doing that. No one has the system or even taking out the time to put something like that together. That's huge. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what's the turnaround time right now?
Right now, literally.
Yeah, like right now. Like, I'll send you the lease right now. I'll send you all the paperwork, all the documents. Your Airbnb is set up right now. As soon as you sign, as soon as you make the transaction, your Airbnb account is up. You making money same day. That's how we want to get. That's how we moving. And that's how we're going to become a multi-billion-dollar company.
Black history.
Yes, sir.
Hey, for real.
Yeah.
Hey, so how did the opportunity even come around? Like with you talking with Netflix?
Okay, so actually, it came through this individual right here. She invited me out to a Duke and Dame, commercial. She was actually one of the leads in the commercial. I really do appreciate you, and I didn't even get to tell you like all the back end details, but man, essentially just a person having an open heart and an open mind was like, hey man, look, we could all eat. Pull up, we shooting, it's a movie, pull up. So I ended up talking to individuals, and stuff, and, talking to some people that already had produced and filmed and been a part of that industry. He's like, yeah, man, like, this is what it would be, XYZ. We ended up having a conversation, a little bit after, exchange contact information, stuff like that. And, it's all set up. All I got to do is just come through with the production, come through with, the other back end stuff, and it's a done deal.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy how God worked.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's going crazy. He's going nuts right now.
Man, you from originally? You said you from Indiana originally, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Indianapolis, the town that no one really gives a fuck about.
Town.
Well, yeah.
Man, shit. What was the beginning like for you? Like, getting into this. You said you was in college. You dropped out of college? Or?
Yeah, dropped out of college, man. I would say the beginning of my life, really, until I would say the past like 3 years, I didn't have control over my life for real. Like I was always doing stuff for other people, always trying to, fit in and be this and be that. And it's like for once in my life, am whole and I'm living. Like my spirit is living the life that I, want to live. Like obviously I got to keep grinding. I got to keep doing stuff, what I'm saying, and take care of my business. But at the end of the day, man, like I can't even recognize like the person I was when I first started. Like for real, like I was the type of person that, like I said, was getting stepped on, was getting, finessed, was a goofy. And you know what I'm saying, for real. But I was a goofy because I had a good heart and was doing what people were supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how that works. I know there's a lot of people that's going to listen to this that they're probably in that situation right now. Mm-hmm. You feel like, oh, like, I'm not getting ahead, blah, blah, blah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just continue to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Continue to be that person that will stand up for what's right while 90 people in the room is doing something the wrong way. So, essentially, bro, it took a long time for me to get a grasp of that. I was doing photography. I had a landscaping company. I've had a ton of jobs, bro. So, I remember one time, this is one situation that changed my life, and I'll end it there. But one situation, man, I remember I was working for a temp agency. Okay. And it was called People Ready. So if anybody listen to this, if you need a job and you in Indianapolis or wherever you're at, look for labor ready, people ready, temporary services that actually give you a debit card. And after every job that you work, cleaning up construction sites, I was cleaning the parking lots at IKEA. I was doing all kinds of shit. But guess what? I was making $80 to $100 a day. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I remember one time, I had just paid my phone bill. I was living on my my uncle's couch. Shout out to my uncle. Shout out to my auntie. You know what I'm saying? Like they really have been believing in me. Like it's crazy. Like they've been some of my biggest supporters. You know what I'm saying? Like when I had nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? Like they essentially took me in for a while. But I remember one time, I only had like $3, and it's like blistering cold. Like I got $3 on the card. I put like $2.50 or $2.60 or something like that, into my gas tank, man. And I just remember like I was sitting in my car, damn near crying because I'm seeing everybody else leave, like the job site, like after it was done. Everybody else going home. Oh yeah, bro, you good? You good? You know what I'm saying? I'm like I want to just scream and tell people like, no, I'm not good, because I've been going through that for so long. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like before I really understood, you know what I'm saying? Like how to get some money for real. Like there's been so many times where I've worked at construction or job sites and I had to wait in my car till 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and we got off at 3. Just so I had to wait till the money hit my card so I can leave. Because if I went anywhere, like I'm talking about, like the gas station is a mile
Well, you would have
I
been
only
walking
got
under the tank.
bro. Hey, there's sometimes I had to do that.
Yeah, no, I feel
Yeah,
that.
there's some times where my car has stopped. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, I was just you know, on driving on faith. You know what I'm saying? Driving on faith. Look, it's on E. We riding out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then like, you know, like a minute into it, 2 minutes into it, you know, I gotta get out, get my gas can.
Yeah, no, I
Make
feel
a little
it.
15-minute, 20-minute bop. You know what I'm saying? And make it do what it do.
Hell yeah, no, I feel that shit.
So yeah, but what's crazy about this, man, is like I had a vision of like where I was gonna go while I was walking to the gas station. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know, there's this story, I can't remember, you know, who said it, but it was a story about, you know, this particular slave. I can't remember what his name is off the top of my head, but they said he was, you know, like when he went to the auction, you know, he was like, yo, like this is a slave that you don't want. You know, now mind you this, he fits the build and shape, everything. You're like, you know, why is he a bad slave? Is, you know, what's up with him? It's and the dude responded, he was like, no matter how low he is or what we have taken away from him, he knows that he's a king.
That's deep.
And I heard that early. Like I'm talking about like when I was in high school, I think I was about 16, 17, you know, I heard that and that just always stuck with me. Always stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many people are laughing, no matter how much money you got, no matter what's going on, you are a king. And I just repeat that to myself. So as I'm, you know what I'm saying, like walking through the snow, you know what I'm saying, water and slush and everything at the bottom of my feet, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm a king. Dang. I'm still going. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So yeah, man.
Nah, bro. I feel that shit, bro. Faith, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I feel that shit for sure.
Yeah.
Man, you said all the way up to the last 3 years, so this come up is fairly recent.
Yeah, it is. It is for sure. Yeah.
So like what made you really start believing in yourself that you can like nigga you can start stepping out shit for real?
Man, I met an individual. I still give him his flowers to this day. His name is Rory True from the Shah, from Iraq. You know what I'm saying? He used to, I think, date China or something like that. So, you know, I ended up meeting this man through, you know, through this MLM I was with. You know, one of my business partners said that he was like bringing him in or whatever. So, anyways, you know, there's this meeting going on. I'm just a photographer. I'm the photographer, and there's millionaires having a conversation. I'm just there, right? In a place where that like someone wouldn't even believe that I was at, right? So anyways, there's this billionaire named Christopher Terry. You know, he was there, you know, having a conversation with him, you know, trying to sell him on, you know, coming into the company and stuff like that. And then, you know, Roy was like, yo, man, you know, I need somebody to shoot my content. Our content dude fell through, woo. So I'm like, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd shoot it just for the, you know what I'm saying? Because he's verified. You know what I'm saying? His music is fire, over 400,000, you know what I'm saying, followers. And I mean, he was and is hot, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I went ahead, took the opportunity. Next day, met up with him. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time I ever been in a Ferrari. First time I ever been in a G-Wagon. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm seeing how he's coming. He like, yo, like, you know, get the content like this is what I want, woo. And it wasn't like he was bossing me around. It was more like he was like teaching me, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like with niggas like me, you know what I'm saying, that's already millionaires and already getting to it, bro. Like, this is how you should shoot this. This is how you should shoot that. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yeah, man, you see the light in the Wraith. You see how the spark, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's really like getting into it, and I appreciate him for that. And then, you know, we shot, but I'm literally hanging out the side of a G-Wagon, you know what I'm saying? Just with the cam, no gimbal, no nothing, just free-handing it. You know what I'm saying? Just free-handing it, man. And just, man, I was just like, damn, like, this was just a major blessing. You know what I'm saying? So I was lit, bro. So after we get done shooting, you know, we go out to Miami Beach, You know what I'm saying? Him and his brother Jewels was staying at the Ritz-Carlton, I believe it was. And he's like, yo, like, you know, what you got going on? I'm like, nah, shit. Like, I want to keep shooting. We keep shooting. He's like, all right, come on, come up. So he's like, yo, like, is that trading stuff real? Like, has it changed your life? Like, have you made some real money with it? You know what I'm saying? At the time, I just kept it 100. I haven't made a lot of money with it at that time. I'm like, you know what, man? I see that there's a lot of people making money with it. I have faith in it. You know what I'm saying? I personally, you know, haven't. And he respected that so much.
Yeah, you know was honest. You was real with him.
Yeah, because I mean, he'd already seen it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he knew the answer, but he was like, you know, like, let me see what this nigga's on for real. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, we had a conversation that lasted for like 3 hours, bro. And it's like as if, bro, like it was I don't know, bro. I don't even know how to describe it. Like it's almost like as if you had a conversation with like a Kanye or somebody, and they just poured into you for 3 hours, and you could just feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? You could just feel like that everything that he was saying was coming from his soul. Like, bro, like you can make it, you could do it. This is the type of conversation you should be having. This is why, you know what I'm saying? This is how you should enter a room, and you know the reason why, like, you know, I've made it to this or that. Like he's just giving me the sauce, bro. Like I remember one thing, and I still use it to this day. You know what I'm saying? It's like, even if you don't have like a lot of money in your pocket or a bunch of money to spend or whatever, just go to where you know the money's at. Just be in the vicinity. You know what I'm saying? He said there's a reason why, you know, I go to places that celebrities are at, and I might not even be ordering nothing. You know what I'm saying? I may be chilling at the bar. I may get a table. I might give me a little steak. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, they see you so many times, and you come with that shit on for real. You know what I'm saying? Like you come correct. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, you know what I'm saying, everything is A1 to the T. Make sure your nails is done. You know, fellas, you know, I don't know what camera they look into, but fellas, make sure y'all getting y'all booty fingers, you know, together. Like that shit is not player. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to business. Like a lot of business owners like look at that kind of stuff. You feel me? So, you know, so with that being said, he taught me, some game. And then from there, man, that conversation just changed my life forever, bro. A brother, a black man from Iraq, so doing something like that.
All right, so what's a few things you like? Okay, the nails for sure. What's a few more things you learned from this man in this conversation, though?
Man, you need to be getting your hair cut at least. I'll say while you're on the come up, especially like at least once a week. You know what I'm saying? Like once a week, that shit need to be fresh. And stop getting your haircuts just on the weekends. Because by the time you get to your meetings on Wednesday or Thursday,
it already grew in a little bit.
It already done grew in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like you just always gotta be, no matter what your race is or what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Like you always gotta come correct for real. Like, you know, people don't want to spend money with people that don't take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to spend money with people that, you know, don't even take the decency or the time to be like, damn, like, you couldn't even respect me enough to put on, you know what I'm saying, a nice outfit for this meeting. Even if it is sweats, like, at least let it be, like, some nice sweats, you know what I mean? Like, don't come, you know what I'm saying? Don't just come however, you know what I'm saying, when you're talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter how much you think they got or whatever, like, that's just not how you move, and I see a lot of men out here doing that. You know what I'm saying?
I used to be one of them niggas. I ain't give a fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be thinking mad shit, bro. What I got you need, so you know, shit. If you don't fuck with me, you stupid. But that's arrogant. It's cocky. That shit had me broke as hell. So
yeah. And I appreciate you for sharing that, bro, because you know I've watched from the background, like my friends and other people. I watched that destroy their business. I watched that destroy and take away opportunities and stuff. And you know, there's some times where, you know, essentially I was in that mindset. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, nigga, you low as hell, bro. Like you little compared to where God is about to take you. Amen. You know what I'm saying? So like how dare you like have like that arrogance about yourself? So there's been a couple moments in my life where, you know, I've been checked or he's checked me. You know what I'm saying? And understand this, man. Like, if you knew you would already have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people are like, oh yeah, you know, my plan's gonna work out, you know, I'm gonna be a billionaire, I'm gonna be this and that. Like on some real shit, bro, like we ain't got it figured out until we got it.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. Like when people say like, oh yeah, you know, I know how to make $1 million, I know how to do this, I know how to do that. I'm like, bro, where is that? Where are the numbers? Where's the you know what I'm saying? Like if the like do the people that even, you know, associate themselves with you recognize you as that? You know what I'm saying? Because you're like the people around you will let you know, hey, bro, you ain't as big as what you think that you are. And a lot of times, you know, you got to take that in and take that as constructive. You know what I'm saying? Like especially when you see yourself going in the wrong direction. You know what I mean? With your energy. You know what I'm saying? We on all love, all empowerment, all helping each other. Black, white, Asian, don't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your spirit doesn't have a color. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what we on.
Amen. Man, shit, you good, man. Your heart in the right place, dog.
Oh,
good
yeah,
dude,
yeah,
for real,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Good
yeah.
dude, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, God taking care of you, for real.
Oh,
shit,
yeah, he
man.
is, man. You know, and I ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? I make,
yeah, man, we all,
you know what I'm saying? I make silly business decisions sometimes. You know, I fall short, but at the end of the day, I'm grounded with, you know, my creator, you know what I'm saying, my heavenly father. And that's something that, you know, my dad embedded in me, you know, very early. He was a pastor and stuff. So, you know, that just never left me, and it never will.
Yeah, that's dope. Well, I mean, shit, I don't really got no other questions off the top of my head, for real. I mean, we can just kick it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, shit, bro. Yeah. I mean,
he's like, what do you say after that? But yo,
how many units you have in Miami?
In Miami right now, I'm not in the Miami market.
Okay.
And
what's causing the delay?
One, the regulations and permits change every fucking week. And then two, these landlords, they have no experience with real estate, no experience with business at all, for real. You know, and they'll take these houses, you know, or these apartments and condos, and they'll be like, all right, bet, well, I want, you know, like let's say a property after real evaluation per month is only $2,000 a month. How much you think they want? $6,000, $5,000. They want numbers to where they eat and everybody else eats shit. Mm-hmm. And that's like, I don't know who pumped that like into the environment, but you know, it ain't no love out here for real. And that's why I'm really like built off of, you know what I'm saying? Like I look up to Diddy a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what he's all about. Like, yo, like when I see an environment that's not about like the right on a majority standpoint, I mean, y'all know what goes on out here in Miami. You know what I'm saying? The finesse game, the this, the that, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, I want to put my clients in a position I would feel comfortable being in, and Miami is not that.
The buildings the locations in Houston, are they like the same building or several different buildings? No,
so we do residential as well as we do apartments and condos, and all the units aren't going to be in one specific building. Got it. Okay. But yeah, so the buildings that we are in though, you know, these are brand new, just opened up like January, February. So no cosmetic needs to be done, no renovations. You know, if anything, they're going to add on to the property. You know what I'm saying? Increase the property value and increase the experience for all of our clients and all of our guests, you know, via Airbnb. So yeah.
I'm trying to just ask the questions that the clients ask me all the time. Mm-hmm. Get it out. So I'll just play this interview for them. So here you go.
Yeah. I'm trying to think
of other places. So we got Houston,
Atlanta, Dallas, Tampa, Orlando, and then South Florida, you know, Fort Lauderdale, you know, around the area. We about to close in a couple units in Hollywood, Florida. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be right on the beach, you know, so you know, we're making sure we're in places that, you know, are not just profitable, but they're scalable. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. A lot of people don't understand the difference. Like, you know, this little game, you know, one thing that, you know, I also learned from my dad and from other businessmen is that if you're making the same amount of money every month from a particular investment or business deal, it's not a good deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to have months where, even, let's say you make $1,000, $500 or $1,700, but you need to have months where you're making $7,000 from that unit. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am with business, and in general. It may not be that all the time, but there should be times where it's scalable and its business is jumping and booming. You know what I'm saying? So, when you're investing into real estate properties, you got to keep that in mind. A lot of people are super traditional, like, I'm gonna just make, this 1 to 5% a month or per year on my real estate investment. I took out this mortgage and XYZ. I'm like, yo, man, why not make, 30% a month, 50% a month? You know what I'm saying? Like, so with that being said, that's where our properties are at. That's how we thinking. That's how we moving, and that's how we growing so fast. So yeah. Any other questions that the people have been asking?
Oh, for how long does the automation go for? Like, what's the time?
Yeah, so we shoot for 3 years.
3 years.
So within 3 years, you should be able to make something make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're making, just super low numbers, like super low balling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's super low balling?
Super low balling is like $1,700 to $2K a month.
For 3 years?
For 3 years, bro. Do the numbers on that.
So, like, they sign on with you minimum 3 years, minimum 1,700 to 2 bands a month.
Yeah, that's literally, the bare minimum. Like, so with that being said, we got a lot of clients that, are going to be making more. For example, we got this residential, out in out in Atlanta right now. That's just it's going crazy. Every booking, for 2 days, 3 days, he's making $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, there are properties and situations, where people are going to make more money or make more capital. So everybody knows it's not just one set, number or one set, situation. We want to make sure everybody's making as much money as possible. That's our goal. So
Shit,
yeah.
Come on, bro.
And who do you recommend, like, for Airbnb automation? You recommend it for everybody, or as far as the income bracket, depending on your income bracket, what do you recommend it to someone that's making $60,000 a year and they don't have $15,000 or $10,000 to spare, to gamble? Because everybody looks at it as a gamble.
It's a risk. Yeah, your risk tolerance. So, 100%. So I truly feel like every single household should have Airbnbs. Every single household. Because at the end of the day, if you lose your job, if you get hurt or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally recession proof. People thought that individuals stopped traveling during COVID when, Airbnb tripled their stock. They tripled their net worth off of that. You know what I'm saying? While everybody's running around, guess who was sitting back chilling, sipping mojitos? Airbnb people. Superhost. They chilling because now they making, an extra $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, and that's off of just 3 or 4 properties. That's fully managed. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we offer as well. We clean a property for you. We literally, make sure your only job is really paying yourself from the app. That's your job. Allocating funds, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that when you do get that money into that, into that Airbnb account, you making sure you're doing your taxes, make sure that, you're opening up trust funds and making sure that you're doing, the right things to preserve your wealth. And it's not about just getting wealthy. It's about preserving that wealth, so yeah.
Do you guys accept, like, if I own a unit and I want it, sell, how you went to Houston and you got units. If I own a unit and I say, okay, I don't want to do Airbnb, but I have a unit that I would like to place on, would you?
Yes. Yeah. So that's something new too. Cause I remember before, I think think you asked me that before, like a while back, and we weren't doing it.
Yeah.
Right. So now that is something that we are doing. You know, if you do have, you know, your own home or apartment or condo, and you want to create some cash flow or at least have a guaranteed tenant, you know, hit your boy up. You know, on Instagram, it's Ben on a Mill, BEEN on a Mill. You know what I'm saying? Sedric Lowery on Facebook, SEDRIC LOWERY. You know, and I'm always looking for new units.
Awesome. So see, it's a plus for our tenants and homeowners, real estate owners.
Yeah.
What would you say is the best location to have an Airbnb?
The best location?
Question.
Man, I would say Tampa and Orlando are like neck and neck for real. Because Tampa has that like Cali vibe to it, you know, but it's like a little bit a taste of Miami too. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like the speed and like what to do, there are tons of festivals, tons of events. You know, the food is fire out there. You can go out jet skiing, be on boats. Like the community is just phenomenal. So whoever stays there is going to have a memorable experience. You know, so you know that's key. You know, you want to be in areas where you like your clients, right, are going to be able to have a memorable experience. Your clients meaning the Airbnb guests that are actually staying and booking your place. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I would say those are the top two. You know, I love Houston as well. You know, the food is banging. Like you spend too much time out there, you're gonna come back with some weight on you for real. So yeah, Houston is fire as well. But yeah, man, it's all about having the right relationships though. You know, I know a lot of people trying to do what we do, and they're not able to do it just because I don't know, like I ain't gonna say God ain't on nobody's side or nothing like that, but it's just he doing something special over here. He just doing something special, like, you know. So
you also praise him too, though, man. You grind and you praise him. You feel
oh
me?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, all my social media, you know, at least once or twice a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm letting people know God good and you know He's highly favored all the time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like those are the top places. Any other questions about our systems or anything?
How could someone get started with you, like with the credit stuff? You know, like getting them.
Yeah. So first they got to make a decision, right? And the decision is not with me; it's a decision with self.
For sure.
That you know you really about to do this, right? Because at the end of the day, we can deliver our service, but if you're not committed to seeing this thing through to the end, you know what I'm saying? It's a dub. You're wasting your time. You know, this is a process. You know, essentially, yes, you're starting off with credit, but this is a 10-year plan for yourself. Okay, cool. This year, you know, within these amount of months, I'm getting my credit right. Then boom, I'm gonna go ahead and get a loan. Maybe it's 10,000 or 30,000, something small. And then also, okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pay this off in X amount of time because I'm gonna park this money into this entity that's gonna create this cash flow. So now I'm building this entity up. My net worth is steady going up, and I'm paying off this loan or this debt, which is good debt, by the way. So then from there, you know, you rinse, wash, and repeat for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and before you know it, you got $1 million in credit, you know, that you have access to, and then it's over from there. You know, you just keep rinse, wash, repeating the same cycle. You know, investing into new opportunity. How do y'all think that people are able to buy or oh yeah, I sold 20 companies, and I own 12 businesses. It ain't all their money. You know, they put up 1%, 2%, and let the bank handle the rest.
There was a interview that came out on, I mean, not an interview, but a clip of Kanye saying, "I haven't touched cash in 4 years."
Yeah, that's real, and that's a transition that I'm making right now as well. Like, there should be no reason why I should ever pull out a debit card or money ever. Every credit card, boom, pay off the credit card, make my payments, boom, and just keep doing the same thing over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just a little bit of game. And, you know, if a billionaire is doing that, you know what I'm saying? I believe we all are going to be billionaires one day. So I think we should do the same. You know?
Right. want to smell money. I want to see. The only money I want is to throw, and I'm not throwing no money.
Yeah, I'm bad for that. Throwing money, going to strip clubs, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be with the shits when it comes to that. But you know, that's something I do got to slow down on. But
in regards to the credit, what because I know it's a lot. Like me, for example, I've paid $2,500 for help with my credit, and they tell you right away it's gonna be done, and it's a year, and you're still dealing like, okay, it's still the same, and then it comes where, oh, you can't remove the late fees, or we can't do this. What exactly do you explain exactly, or are you very clear with the client as far as like, I cannot remove late fees, or is that something that could be done? Because some people that do credit say that it can be done, and some say it can't. So
yeah, so when the credit specialist is we're literally doctors. We're performing surgery on a mess that essentially you created over the past 20 years. That's why it's such a high ticket service. Like, that's more valuable than being a mechanic. That's more valuable than being a plumber. That's more valuable than even some hospital professions. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to anybody, but essentially, we don't know everything that you've done in the past 2 or 3 years. We don't know how many times you've contacted the people that you owe. That's bro, I can it gets so deep. If for example, let's say we're trying to get a late payoff, and you've already had conversations and negotiations with them prior to the late pay being on your credit. They said, hey, we'll give you a chance. Even if it's a month late, we just need the payment. And you default on that, or you don't come through with that. And that happened 3 or 4 years ago. You don't remember that, but that's on their records. They have that in their database. So you go and pay somebody to remove it, and now you're looking at this man like he crazy, or this woman like she crazy. But all in all, it was that one phone call that you made, and they have that voice recording that said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna pay this," or you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really happens, So with that being said, that's why for some cases it does string out for a year and a half. I remember one time I was working on this dude's credit. His name is Xavier. And dude, I mean, we were going at it, like, for not me and him, but we were going at it with his credit for almost a year and a half. And that's what it took for us to get results for him. His score went up to 700s from the 4s and low 5s. He was able to move to Texas, get his own apartment, the first apartment he's ever had in his name. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was able to still be a blessing to him, because that's just what I do, man. Like, once we start business, like, you locked in with me for a long time. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just how I am. That's why I don't accept money from everybody. A lot of people that hit me up on Instagram, yo, bro, help me with my credit. A lot of people I don't answer, because it's just like, I got to filter through, you know what I'm saying? Because that's stuff I have to think about. I have to think about, damn, like, okay, if this person doesn't look like they consistent on their social media, and they got this crazy business plan or whatever the case may be, like how is that going to be profitable or worth my time? You know what I'm saying? If you can't even be consistent with little stuff like that. So, and that correlates into as well. Like, now I'm thinking like the banks now, right? Because I'm like, damn, like, I wonder if this motherfucker could even afford a car payment, or I'm wondering if this person, you know what I'm saying? I go into that like that analytical side, and I'm scrolling through. I'm like, okay, nah, you know what I'm saying? I keep it moving, because I could see it from a mile away. I've been working with people for the past 6 years. So I know what to look for. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes people will surprise you, but 9 times out of 10, if they look like they ain't got bread, you know what I'm saying? They look like they inconsistent, just all over the place, posting pictures, being drunk and all that stuff. Like, that's not people that you want to do business with, and they probably owe, tons of people. So they're just going to waste your time. So yes, that is real. you know, that does really happen, and it's not on the credit professional's fault. And then sometimes, and this is just real, like, I don't mean to go into a different topic, but you know, as being an entrepreneur, sometimes you don't know how to communicate with people.
That's so crazy. My next question was, how important is communication with your clients?
Yeah, like, it's one thing that you should always be working on. Always, you know, some clients know, like, and it has nothing to do about how much money they gave you and none of that. But some of my clients just know, like, yo, like, Sed's gonna take a while to reply to me, and that's something that I'm currently trying to fix, because I can keep hiring, I can keep hiring people and assistants and all that, but I'm like, yo, like, if people like Ed Milet can do voice notes and reply to people in his DMs, Ed Milet is huge. If he can do voice notes and personalized videos for people, you know what I'm saying, that are just randomly reaching out to him, and he's doing that consistently, you know what I'm saying, like, I know I could do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about, you know, me getting over that, you know, that paradigm shift as far as communication goes. You know, so that's something I'm working on. It's the most important thing in business, man. Like, you got to communicate with people. You got to let people know what's going on. And then 2, you got to be a real motherfucker and let people know when you don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
Amen.
Cause that's what I say too. I'm like, look, like, yo, we've done everything. I don't know why this isn't working. So let me get back to you, or give me some time, and I will get a solution done.
Yeah, that's a big thing that I've seen. Like I said, with a lot of people who are credit. What's the role? What's the title?
Like specialists.
Yeah, credit specialists.
And
then they get frustrated with the client for calling. Like, listen, you told me, and you promised me this, but it's going. You said 2 months. It's going on 5 months. I keep calling you. You keep neglecting. You keep avoiding. Just pick up and tell me something. You know, don't say I'm gonna call you back and then don't call me back. Like, that's, I think, because at the end of the day, people coming to you for your services, they need help, and a lot of people are coming with their last. They're taking a risk, you know, and so it needs to be appreciated. It needs to be respected. At the end of the day, I think, I don't care how well you're doing, how many people, that's that one experience
non-negotiable.
That I can't, you know. And then again, I always say too, my recommendation also is, like you said, be selective of how many customers, how many clients. Don't overload yourself. Where now, because if you're telling me, well, listen, you know, I got a lot of clients, I don't want to hear that, bro. I gave you the same thing that client gave you. So at the end of the day, customer service is key. It doesn't matter what field you could be a janitor. It doesn't matter what field you're in. Customer service is key. Like, if you can't provide good customer service, then you're not making your maximum potential money that you could be making.
For sure.
Facts.
You know, and word of mouth is the worst type of advertising when it's a bad recommendation. You know, again, communication is key.
Yeah, and I think too, like maybe someone that you know, has that skill down should really, like, I don't even know, are there courses out here like just about just the customer service side of things of business?
Every job has customer service training, but then also that's something that's embedded in you as well as a person. Like, you can't be trained to be, how can I say? You
like, there's HR people that
sense.
just
you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have a full training that's going to teach you customer service, this and that, but you can't be taught common sense. And with customer service comes common sense, because you could be trained on this type of customer service, but it could be that one situation that, you know, kind of moves away from that training. Now you got to use your common sense to be able to handle that
and adjust,
and come back and adjust to it.
I think just being honest, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and
just being honest. Even if you fucked up, if you fucked up, like, be honest. And you know, because they can respect that. Yeah,
and then what's funny, man, is like I've been honest with clients, and they bring me more business.
Yeah,
and they're like, hey, this guy did take a minute, whether it be landscaping, what was I doing? Landscaping, or selling products, or MLM, or credit, or real estate, or whatever. They're like, yo, like, it did take longer than what he said, but he followed through on his word.
That's one thing I will say about you.
And he communicated as well.
Real shit.
That is one review about you that, you know, since I've met you, since Van introduced me to you.
Big money Van.
You have been
Big
on
dog.
point when it comes to business. Like, you're going to follow up, like, to the point where I'm like, it's me. I'm like, okay, I got you. Like I said, okay. Like, he's going to follow up every single time. Don't tell him you're going to do something and take forever to do it, because he's going to call you early in the morning.
Yeah, big
So
facts.
about that, you know, he may ignore your call when he tell you we're going to go out, but then he got his girl going to go out, so then I got to catch you later. But if it's about business and if it's about what he's doing, what he's passionate about, which is his business and his money, you do get back.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got to, man. Like I said, I love everybody, and with that love comes communication.
That's
You know what I'm saying? I can't be out here saying that I care about people. I'm this, I'm that, I'm what, and then ain't nobody heard from me in 4 months.
Yeah.
6 months. I done disappeared, changed phone numbers. I'm a ghost.
Nah, that ain't real.
That ain't,
beating
you know what
them
I mean?
bad.
Yeah.
Especially-
Because you ghosted.
Especially
like,
taking the bag
what?
from people. And can't do
Nah.
that.
Somebody pull up on you for sure. But
Ain't
anyway.
nobody building up.
But yeah.
But shit, we gotta get up out of here though. So
sure,
appreciate.
man.
I've been
appreciate
wanting to
them
call
both
for
of
the
y'all.
longest.
Man, thank you.
You're
Man,
welcome.
hey, for real. Appreciate the
Hey,
both of
hey,
y'all.
no
Van,
problem,
Big
no
Money
problem.
Van, bro. You know, putting it together, my dog.
And Laura, I appreciate you for asking those questions.
No problem.
Hey, for real.
Like I said, I'm at all the clients.
Yeah.
Watch this episode. Free game here.
No, real talk. Appreciate you, dog.
Frequently asked questions.
But
All right,
shit,
we out of here.
All right.